Hi, Naomi. Your match started way past 11 p.m. today. Are you a night owl or do you normally prefer an earlier start? Does it affect in any way your preparation of the match, going on court so late?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I prefer to play during the day, but just because I like the sun and I like heat. But also at the same time, I know night matches at the US Open and Arthur Ashe are really special, so I don't mind it. It doesn't really matter in the end.
Uh,
Thank you.
let's go to Ben Rothenberg of the New York Times. Ben, you're live.
Naomi, hello. Good evening. Good morning. I wanted to ask you about what happened with Novak Djokovic today and him getting defaulted from the tournament for hitting a ball that hit the line judge. I'm just wondering, for your perspective, does seeing something like that happen to a top guy make you at all more conscientious about what you do yourself on court, hitting balls around, tossing your racket, knowing that something you can get unlucky and have it end your Grand Slam tournament suddenly?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, of course. For me, even like not seeing that because I wasn't watching the match live because I was sleeping, but yeah, knowing that, of course, I think puts a little bit of what's it called? You're more aware of it, of course. But for me, I try not to slam my racket anyways. Of course, I probably do a couple times, but I definitely think it's making people a bit more aware.
Let's go to Chris from usopen.org. Chris, you are live with Naomi.
Hi, Naomi. Well done tonight. Question, over the last couple months, I heard musical releases from Shapo, from Diana Ostremska, and also Corentin Moutet. Whether you heard their music or not, or have an opinion on the music, does it excite you that other young players, your generation, are kind of finding their voice away from tennis and sort of like helping break that whole stick to tennis stigma that is sort of out there?
Um, yeah, I haven't heard any songs. I remember seeing like Chapo do this freestyle in Indian Wells one year. But yeah, I think it's cool that they're finding hobbies that are things that they like outside of tennis. I think that that's something that you have to do, or it's better to do that early on so you don't feel like your life revolves around winning and losing.
Up next, Courtney from the WTA. Courtney, you are live.
Hey, Naomi. Can you just talk about tonight's match? What was the key to the win? What were you happy about in your game? And what do you need to do to get a win over Shelby?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like the most important thing that I wanted to do was start, being really positive from the get-go and like sort of overwhelm her in a sense. And I think I did that fairly well compared to my last match I played against her in Cincinnati. I thought I started, the first game was good, but then I was a bit moody and I wasn't, that focused on the match. So for me, it was really important to like the turnaround time and my attitude to be very positive. And honestly, I just remember playing Shelby in Charleston, and I don't know, it feels like such a long time ago, so I have to definitely watch a couple more matches of hers. I watched her like towards the end of the Kvitova match, but I'll have to talk to him about it.
Naomi, if you could look to the board to your left, Willie Weinbaum from ESPN writes, you've had the opportunity to play Shelby before. How would you describe her game and the challenge of facing her again?
Yeah, I have Alzheimer's. Like, I had a hard time remembering how to play Anett today. Like, I don't remember. So I know, of course, it's going to be challenging. She's in the quarters of a slam. She's a great player. If I remember using what little left of my brain right now, I think she has a great serve and she's a good returner. But, You know, I have to study, and it's late, so I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Okay, thank you. Dwight, from Times We, you are the last question in English.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your win tonight. And I noticed you were wearing the name of Trayvon Martin. I wonder if you've had any responses from the families or anyone else of the people whose names you've worn.
Yeah,
You've had any
honestly,
responses and what they might have been.
I'm not so sure, because for me, they might have gone to my agent, but I'm not very sure because I rarely check my phone that much, like while I'm, you know, in this tournament. So that answers that question, to be honest.